Every time I think of culture, I think of community. And so this is a story about the community, one of the communities that I hold dearest in my heart, and that is Public Allies Milwaukee. As stated in my bio, I am a proud Public Allies alum. And if it were not for Public Allies, I would not be standing in front of you all today. So it is important to me that any stage that I step on, I indicate how important they were to my life. Public Allies was to my life and is to my life. So I'm queer. And I'm really proud of myself because there was a point in time in my life where I was nervous to say that out loud. But I've taken a journey that I am really proud of, a journey that is my own to claim, a journey that I am not ashamed of. And I have had multiple coming out stories. So I feel that for the culture, I'm going to share those multiple coming out stories. So I'm going to take it back to 2013. I remember being in my great-grandmother's room. My grandmother, who is a very God-fearing Southern woman, and coming out to her and telling her that I was queer. And I knew that if I came out to my great-grandmother, there was nobody in the world that I should be afraid to coming out to. Because if my great-grandmother accepts me, it doesn't matter who accepts me at this point. So I remember my great-grandmother, in her very Christian way, told me that she loved me and that she accepted me, and that if she had to distract Jesus so that I could sneak inside of heaven, that somehow, some way, she was going to get me to heaven. And thank you. And when she passed, I felt that there was nowhere in the world where I would be accepted again, and I would feel the love of someone who was willing to fight with herself, fight inside of herself, to be in the intersection of a religion that sometimes tells you that you can't meet people where they are, but only accept people where God says they should be. And also this deep love for her great-granddaughter. And so when she passed, I feared that that love would not be present in my life anymore. But then in 2020, I joined Public Allies. And I came out again. And this time, there was no apologies. There was no shame. There was a certain safety that I felt that I didn't have to apologize for. And there was a certain confidence that I had that really stuck with me and really moved me. And it's interesting because within the same community, with different faces, very recently I came out again and I named that despite being able to be honest about my queerness and open with my sexuality, I felt that there was a calling for me to be queer and quiet. And I feel like oftentimes in spaces where I was partially accepted for being queer, there was an expectation for me to be queer and quiet about it. There was a certain exhale that my family took when I entered a relationship with a cis man. And then I felt that same love with Public Allies again when I said, I don't want to be queer and quiet anymore. I want to be loud, and I want to be safe, and I want to be loved. And I was encouraged deeply by Public Allies to stand in my truth and to be honest about who I was and unapologetic. And I remembered that, and that is the reason why I am up here right now telling you at the forefront that I am queer, because of the love that I felt. And I know that I am just so thankful because even though my great-grandmother is not here anymore, I have never been absent of that love. So.